What's up, guys? Hoosier here with another Clash of Clans episode. I am here on my main account today for another push episode. Now, normally I'm showing you guys replays of me attacking from generally the opposite side of the town hall, which can be really risky, but I try to explain what kind of value I'm looking to get when I decide where to start my raid. But today I want to do things a little bit differently. I kind of want to talk about what to do when there isn't a clear path. When you're looking at the base for the 30 seconds during your scout and you just don't know where to attack from. What do you do in that situation? That's kind of what I want to talk about today. So today we're going to start off with a fail. And I looked at this base. I didn't really quite have an understanding of what I really wanted to accomplish with it. The Eagle's way over here. The Town Hall is on the opposite side. There's a lot of damage. I don't think my wall wrecker is going to make it all the way through. So I looked at this base. I had really no idea what I wanted to do. So what I kind of decided to do was, instead of trying to attack directly at the town hall and not get any value with my wall wrecker, I wanted to come in at an angle and try to take out maybe one of these infernos, or maybe open up both infernos, like these two compartments here, get all the way to the town hall. So if I drop my wall wrecker like right here or somewhere like that, that was kind of my hope as to what would happen. Obviously, things did not go to plan. When I came up with that plan, I had no intention of saying that this is going to be a 3-star. I just wanted to get the 2-star, and that didn't happen. So I basically start down here with the P.E.K.K.A, and I'm going to get that funnel going. The king on the other side. I'm actually going to run this one at 2 times at the beginning. You guys know it's a fail, but I just kind of wanted to talk about what my explanation is and what my thought process was. I get a little bit unlucky, and my queen decides to pop out of the compartment and go the complete opposite direction of the town hall. That didn't help out much. I'm dealing with the CC. As you can see, with the health of the town hall, I almost got it, so I got a little bit unlucky with that. But even if I did get the town hall and got the 1-star, this would have been just a complete disaster and fail. At the time, I didn't even notice that the town hall had that much health left. Looking back on it, I should have just dropped all my bats on the town hall and gotten the little percentage that I could have done with that. But that's basically what not to do. If I wanted to look at this base again, what would I do now? And this is one of the things that you do in Legends when you run across a base that you really aren't sure what to do. I'm going to build this base, and I'm going to figure out what the best way to attack this base is. My initial thought is just go straight at the town hall. Maybe do a stone slammer instead of a wall wrecker. Clear this corner for this corner of trash. This corner of trash. Just go straight in, jump one of these compartments, and try to get the 2-star that way. It's a tough. This is a tough base for P.E.K.K.A Bobat, but I'm going to build it. I'm going to try to figure out how to do it, and if I can, hopefully I can bring you guys that video as well. But now that's what not to do. So let's kind of get into some attack strategies as to what to do in that situation. So I got a couple of replays from my mini account here, and with this one, it's wide open. There's no walls. There's one big compartment around, a big ring around the Eagle, which is a really bad base for P.E.K.K.A Bobat, or P.E.K.K.As in general, because they're just going to walk all the way around and you can't get in. So initially I was just like, what kind of angle can I get down here, to the left, to the right? I'm looking from the opposite side of the town hall like I normally do, and I just couldn't come up with a good answer. I figured it's wide open in here, everything's going to split. So what I did was I decided to just attack from the top, take the safe 2, and just play it by ear when the attack's going on. Just kind of make decisions as I go. And it ended up working out for me. As you can see, it was a triple, but that's kind of what I do. So my advice to you guys is when you're pushing in Legends, if you can't come up with a clear plan as to what to do, just if you can't think of anything else, attack from the Town Hall side, get the safe 2-star. This is why I bring this jump in my spell composition, is I can come in and I can jump my way into the next compartment. So my wall wrecker doesn't necessarily get a ton of value, but my troops can continue to move on through the base. And it was bringing, what, 7 or 8 loons in that one. That is a tough CC to go up against when you have no poison and just a bunch of P.E.K.K.A. But my queen was able to take all of those out, and I got another rage in there to clear out most of the compartments and the high damage defenses. So I was able to get those. I got a little lucky. My queen went in, jumped in, took out the eagle. And from here, it's pretty much just clean up. Like I said, all the high DPS buildings, defenses, as well as the just basically all the defenses that you really don't want to go up against, like the Eagle, the Town Hall, the Infernos, Expos, things like that. They were taken down. So a lot of it is pretty much just clean up from this point, because I was able to warden over the Town Hall, so I didn't lose any of my troops that way, and I still have a healthy amount of troops to finish up the attack with. So if you guys are in that situation where you're just looking at a base and you don't really have the right idea, a clear path, don't do what I did with my main account and with that fail I showed you. Just go at the Town Hall, go with the safe 2. Here's another example of that safe 2. I figured with this that it'd be a really easy funnel for me to get up here. I can get the 12 and the 3, and I can just drop my wall wrecker straight in at the Town Hall, and then I can see there's only one compartment that I would need to jump through to get to the Eagle, because you really do need to get to that Eagle quickly, or at least as quick as you can. And so that with one compartment, I just do a jump and a rage, and they're going to fly through that compartment anyway. So I thought this was one of those bases. It's got a lot of splash damage on the backside, but this is one of those bases that you can attack from the Town Hall side. You can jump into the next compartment pretty easily. You can warden over the Town Hall like I did there, and I still have a healthy amount of troops going through. When you drop your second rage, it's just going to wipe out all of those big defenses really quickly. And at this point, I got a lot of troops up, and that E-Dragon that came out of the CC is not doing anything. I would not recommend running E-Drags in your CC in Legends. It just doesn't work out very well. But I got a little bat wave going in from the top here, and then I got my freezes. All the troops are distracting the splash damage, so I don't even really need the freeze spells, and I'm able to take this thing down. So, that's just kind of another example of what to do when when there's not a clear path opposite of the Town Hall that you can get a ton of value with. Don't do what I did in the first video and make that big mistake, because it really can mess you up. But if you guys if you do make a mistake like that, don't worry about it. Just maybe step away from the game if you're really frustrated, like I was after that, and then come back, and you can get your 3 stars right back in and get right back into the trophy pushing game. But so those are a couple of just replays with taking the safe 2 approach, which is what I'd recommend. And I got a couple more replays from today that I got triples with that I attacked from the opposite side. This is another base that I wanted to show, because with P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, ring bases, I personally can't stand them. I can't stand going up against a ring base, because it's really tough to get. I always seem to get like 1 star with it, and because all my troops are running around, and I can't funnel the second or third layer, and then my troops just walk around. So I took a little bit of a different approach. Took one of the recommendations from one of my clan mates, Crackers, who was kind of teaching me this about how you're picking this side. I do a little bit of a queen walk just to knock out some of the splash damage. Those wizard towers there. I dropped one P.E.K.K.A. just to make sure my queen didn't walk around the outside. But then I just dropped everything in one spot at the angle I wanted to go in, and with a quick rage. That's one of the keys, is you gotta be knocking through those buildings quickly. A jump to get through the other one. You're gonna use a early warden. Don't feel like you're wasting this kind of stuff if you got a lot of value in that one area. Is just rage your troops and warden through it. Your troops will survive and will take down those high hit point defenses early on, and at that point you'll be just a lot healthier coming through the backside of the raid. Worst case scenario at this point, I've already got the 2-star, and on a ring base, that's a win for me. So, but I was able to come in and get the triple. I didn't freeze that multi-inferno immediately because some of its rays were distracted. But I ended up having to freeze it at the end just to finish it off with the bats. And then I got one more freeze for the last wizard tower. And from there, it's GG. It's over. But that was just kind of an example that I also wanted to show you guys of taking down a ring base, because if you're trying to do P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, then ring bases are tough to deal with. It's very tough to funnel. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys that replay as well. And then I've got one more replay with, it's a much more traditional attack here. I'm seeing what kind of value I can get from the opposite side of the town hall. Generally, a couple of the options. I can attack from here and go down towards the town hall, but the problem is I don't get the eagle. I can do a similar thing from 6 o'clock going straight to the town hall, but the problem is I still don't get the eagle because the eagle is one space back, so my queen or any of my troops aren't going to be able to get to it. So I look at, all right, well, if I'm going to try to attack and get the eagle, how do I do it? Well, I draw a line straight from the town hall right in between these two infernos here. So if I attack from up here, like just say right up here where this corner is, if I can get my wall wrecker in, and the wall wrecker can kind of go straight through to the town hall, and along the way I'm going to get 2 infernos and the eagle and a lot of other value as well. So that's what I decided to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a funnel over here at 9 o'clock and do the same thing I always do. P.E.K.K.A. at 9 or 10 o'clock, and the king and P.E.K.K.A. king to walk down here and clear out all of that. And then I drop my wall wrecker, and I want to wait. I don't want to drop any other troops because I need that wall wrecker to break through that first level of walls. And then at this point, all of my troops are targeting the defenses. My bowlers do actually walk a little bit, but they get some value as well, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And I'm able to hit a early warden ability, which with a lot of these attacks is key because it's tough to get through all of these walls and make it through the entire part of the base. I put my jump spell down because I know my wall wrecker is not going to make it all the way there, but luckily my troops are able to get a lot of value in that compartment there, and they are going to make it to the town hall. This defender's got a lot of skelly traps right around the town hall, which is unfortunate for P.E.K.K.A. Got the tornado trap as well. That's also unfortunate. My queen was able to pop the hound down there at 6 o'clock and survive, but she's got such low health that I knew I had to start my bats early, so I got the freeze down on the only multi-inferno that was left, and from there I'm able to save my queen, and she's able to continue to take out these lava pups, and the rest of my troops can basically just take out the base. So that's more of a traditional replay of what I generally show you guys of how I attack. But so that's kind of all I had to show you today. But let me know in the comments, do you guys find this helpful? I know if you guys are running P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, I'm trying to find as many bases to show you how to attack, and at the same time show you my mistakes as well, because if you guys are doing the same attack strategy I am, I'm sure you guys are running into the same thing. But basically, when you're running into a base that you don't know what to do, take the safe approach. And if it's an anti 3-star base or something like that, attack from the town hall side and then use that jump to get to the other compartments. It's not going to work out 100% of the time, but don't worry, you're not going to attack. You're not going to 3-star 100% of the time anyway. Not even the best players are going to do that. So that's kind of just my insight as to what I would do if I were you guys, and what I do for myself, because getting those 1-stars and 0-stars can really hurt you. But anyway, that is going to be it for me. If you guys did like that video, let me know in the comments, as well as hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And that's going to be it for me today. I'll see you guys again in the next one. Peace.